this is going to be a little bit painful, I think. Trying to make head nor tail of what happened to my HUBSAN ZINO Mini Pro drone. Still struggling to try and come to terms with it, to be honest, because I was hoping to take this to Turkey with me and get some really nice shots, but that's not going to happen now, is it? Unfortunately. Anyway, so we got some numbers here. This is a screenshot taken from my iPhone, the flight log data basically. What you're seeing now is a Google Maps just showing you where I flew my drone in the world, placed just outside of Swindon, in fact, not too far away. And that basically is the flight I took using Google Maps to the best of my knowledge. That one, but we're going to see a screen in a moment where we can actually get the real proper data from the flight log itself. So had to use my skills here, my memory, to try and figure out whereabouts I went to. So I think I did an okay sort of a job here, flying it around this lovely part. I'm going to show you some video from the actual drone in a moment. Unfortunately, my drone did crash and it's no longer going to fly again. And I couldn't extract the last part of the video, basically because when a drone crashes, it corrupts the last file. Okay, so right, back into the flight log on this particular flight. 16 satellites, which is good. You need at least 11 to fly the drone. We got 15. We got 54% battery power from the drone. Got location. We got the dates. We got the total mileage in meters of this particular flight. We've got the duration of the flight. We got the altitude, 60 odd meters above the home point, the distance away from the home point, and also the speed of the drone. We're coming towards the end of this flight now, but you'll see that the altitude has dropped quite considerably from the home point, which is quite alarming, really. We've got another page now, more information from the flight log. It's real-time flight status. GPS status is normal. Some information on here I understand. I think there's quite a lot of it which I'm not too au fait about. But there's a few things which I am looking at which are vital for the connection between the RC unit and the drone itself. Strong wind is there's a no, so that's positive. GPS interference is no. And we're just going back up here to the top. Strong wind, no. GPS interference is no once again. This is real live kind of data throughout the flight. GPS status is strong. So all indications here saying that everything is running very well, and there's no reason why it should lose connection unless there's a glitch in the system or whether it's pilot error. Got some more indicators here. These are vital for the connection of the drone. I wish there was some way where I could extract the information telling me what the pilot was doing with the joysticks at the time. Okay, so we've got three screens here. Main screen, cam cap, bottom left, flight log data, bottom right, raw footage from the drone itself. Pay special close attention when I zoom in on my phone, because I'm getting some glitches, and when it glitches it's giving you false information because the signal's not very good from the RC unit to the drone, and what you're actually seeing on your phone is not what's happening in real time. It's giving you some false information. So if you are getting glitches, which is what I was getting right here, it just means that the drone is in a different position to where the phone is telling me, so therefore I could be up what I'm thinking quite high on my phone, but in actual fact in real time the drone is a lot lower, i.e. just above the trees. In fact, it could have been the reason why the drone went down into the trees, because I was thinking that the drone is actually a lot higher than it actually was. Right, so we've now come to a better understanding of what the issue actually was. I think the fault lies partly with myself, but I think mostly with the lack of communication between the RC units and the drone because of glitches. So what we're seeing in the flight log data is what we're getting in real time. That is the true information. What I'm now extracting from my phone is false information because of the glitches. So there's a discrepancy, and it could quite simply mean that the drone could be maybe 15 or 20 feet lower than I'm actually getting from my phone. Therefore I push the joystick down, causing the drone to go down in elevation, crashing into the tree, all because of the signal is not that great. And also having a tree or trees between myself and the drone does not help, because that also will have an impact on the signal and therefore exacerbating the problem. So I think the fault lies with myself, but mostly with the lack of signal between the RC unit and the drone. I'm getting no reading at all. So I think the worst case scenario is that the drone has now dropped, perhaps somehow, into the trees, because I'm getting absolutely no signal whatsoever. This drone should have returned to home as soon as you lose connection, and I was barely 50 meters away from it at the time of connection loss.